Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This is taken, so it unfolds a several possibility right now. Basically, what I'm looking for right now is a price decision. Actually, we were looking for toward the downside yesterday. We saw a massive impulse toward the downside. Then we saw today an ABC toward the upside, hitting perfectly the blue box, and we were supposed to continue the trend toward the downside, but actually it has stopped even before taking the low, and it started to move for higher. So very tricky price action. We see a lot of course 886 here, of course giving us a potential of a triangle. But what are the possibility right now? The first possibility is that where we have a 1-2 and we finish a wave 3 toward the upside, and then we're looking to a wave 4 as a triangle, and then moving for a wave 5, of course, for higher prices. And that is your bullish scenario. Of course, one more wave 5 that it might unfold, of course, hitting between the 90k. Basically, this scenario has passed the double time for a wave 4, meaning your wave 2 here taken, of course, from this scenario as a wave 2. The fifth time has passed the double time, and I think even the three triple times. Let me check. No, not yet. So not yet for the triple time, but of course the double time. Now, preferably to see an impulse toward the upside. It is preferably, of course, after an A, B, C, D, and an E potentially, without taking the low. That was very, very tricky. But basically, I'm still looking for several scenarios. So this is one scenario where you're still looking for this wave 5. The next scenario is, of course, after finishing an A, B, and a C, which it has higher potential because, of course, the wave 2 again touched the 886. There is no impulse here in the wave 1, and we are potentially looking to something else, of course, that it might be, of course, a 3 ways toward the downside here. Yeah. After finishing 3 ways up, you're looking for 3 ways down, as of course this is a wave C, of course, as an ending diagonal. However, an ending diagonal should be 1, 2, and 3, 4, and a 5, meaning you would like to see, of course, the price here continue toward the downside as a zigzag at least, and hitting between, of course, the 1.38, 1.618 inside the blue box, and then, of course, finishing this ending diagonal, and then, of course, looking for a wave C toward the upside, which is also corrective, meaning big 3 waves. So as you might see, of course, this can also be a triangle, as we mentioned for wave 4. But at the same time, if you finished a wave A, what if this also triangle is a wave B? And then unfolding, of course, a wave C towards the upside. So basically, a lot of scenarios that it leads for higher prices right now, just because of this. However, because of the 886 taken over there, it's gonna be taken again soon or later. Yeah, this is what I think, because of course taking the 886 several times here, it has to take this low at the end. This yellow line has to be taken soon or later. Basically, these are the scenarios. Now, a final scenario can still be potential where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 as well. Can be a leading diagonal here. What if this is a leading diagonal? If this is the case, we're still looking for lower, definitely. After an impulse, a correction, you're still looking for a wave C towards the downside. This brings us to the same scenario, of course, where we are looking at ABC. So this can transform to A, B, and a C as well, bringing us to this area for the fib levels. So basically, as you see, a lot of scenarios that it might unfold on the 15-minute chart right now. What we are looking at, of course, after this impulse, you already got 1, 2 here, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Or yeah, it can be an A and B, and you will have to get a wave C anyway if it is an A. So basically, we're still looking for. I mean, it still have to take the low. Yeah, still have, as you can see, this, there is no wick even here. The price has moved directly towards the upside without taking the low again. So basically, I'm still looking to take the low, preferably to see a clear correction 3 ways before moving towards the upside. Otherwise, this, of course, there is no other explanation rather than a very fast wave E. Yeah, and normally wave E should look like a zigzag at least, but in this case it doesn't. Yeah, so this is the price action right now: A, B, C, D, and a E. But I don't like this wave E at all. Of course, I'm not convinced into it. I still, of course, tend to have one more low before moving towards the upside. And by the way, we need to see the reaction first. We need to see the reaction first in this area in case we move down and we take it here. Then, of course, we see what's going to happen. Now, in a bigger view, of course, we have the following ending diagonal that is potentially also unfolding, and that because of course you have 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and you have of course a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And this is a good start. Of course, it's a good start as you have a 1, 2 here, and you're looking for wave 3, 4, and a 5. But the price is a little bit tricky here, and we still need a further price decision to see what's gonna happen. If we take a look also at the KGT, so at the KGT 3-minute chart, as you can see, of course, there is a divergence for the bullish here. We saw the move towards the upside, followed by a bearish signal, of course, in convergence with the price action, which is a confirmation, of course, for lower prices. We dropped very massively toward the downside, but now, of course, moving again for higher. And also we saw invalidation potentially. Well, not yet. Actually, we need to take the low to invalidate this divergence. Yeah. So actually, we see on the 1-minute chart potential divergence. Yes, here we go. Here we go. Yes, there is a divergence on the 1-minute chart, of course, for higher prices. But this might, of course, unfold again a bearish signal in conversion. But we're gonna see, of course, the price action. Be careful with it, guys, because the price is a little bit tricky. A lot of scenarios are unfolding, and this on the micros here looks already like a leading diagonal. However, as a leading diagonal, you see you have started kind of with 3 ways up, but followed with an impulse, which also opening the doubt of an A and then B and a C as well. Yeah. Because you would like to see, of course, in a leading diagonal, of course, you would like to see impulse, correction, impulse, and of course, impulse for the wave 5. But this is not the case scenario. And by the way, the wave 3 might be longer than the wave 1. Let me check as well. Very important just to see. Well, not yet. Not yet. It still can be, of course. But what I don't like is the pattern. You have kind of like a zigzag here, but here followed with an impulse, meaning starting with a correction, meaning a corrective wave. Yeah, so potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and then moving towards the downside. We're gonna see, of course, guys, the price still need much more clarity, preferably to take the low. This is the conclusion. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.